James, honey, did something happen to you? After we got separated in that long hallway? Are you confusing me
Test
with
one.
someone else?
Check one, check two. Check one, check two.
You were always so forgetful.
Well,
Remember
let
that
me
time in
know
the
how I'm
hotel?
sounding.
Maria?
You said you took everything, but you forgot that video.
Okay, once again, welcome back to another stream of Silent Hill 2. Looks like I'm sounding pretty good. I'm going to try to get up on the mic a little bit more than the last stream. I think I was a bit quiet. Hopefully we'll avoid that this time around. All right, well, last time we left off, let's see, Maria met an untimely demise. James got very sad about it, and on the plus side, we got out of the hospital and found ourselves a nice trailer to bunk down in, so I guess you win some and you lose some in Silent Hill. But anyway, we do have a new objective, which is to find a couple of items that we read about on a letter back in the hospital, and that is a letter and a wrench right over here. So let's head on over. And just like last time, still very dark, lots of enemies wandering around in the streets. Gonna try to keep an eye out for any goodies that might be lying around, but honestly, at this point, I'm probably pretty well stocked. See how we're doing. Yeah, 17 health drinks, 9 kits, 4 ampules. Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good. Let's see. So we'll stop in here at the Happy Burger. See what they've got going on. Looks like some nurses. Like last time, they've spread out from the hospital and just kind of hanging out around Silent Hill now. Yeah, definitely wanted to stream today to kind of get my mind off of recent events. Aaron asks, "What dungeon are we heading into tonight?" So I won't spoil it too much, but we're gonna pay a little visit to a local, let's just say, historical interest society, and we'll see where it goes from there. Kind of serpentining my way down the street here to find any goodies at all. Okay, so here's our next destination. Got the wrench. Or perhaps you are a fool. So presumably this was written by the hospital director, since he presumably left the other letter back in that director's office in the hospital that we found that led us here. So I'm not going to read this whole thing out, but he does he does address James by name. Always a fun, creepy touch. Finding stuff written directly to you, addressed to you by somebody, somehow. We're already swimming in handgun bullets, but I'll take a few more. Oh, some kind of marker here. Remains of something swamp. Okay, this is some historical flavored text. It's nicknamed Blood Swamp because pretty sure that's executioners poured the water used to wash the execution tools in here. So getting into some of the bloody history of the lake or swamp or whatever. Yeah, this you would be pretty well screwed without the flashlight in your pocket in this game or the first one. I don't know if I've ever seen a chest pocket designed flashlight in person before. Every flashlight I've ever had is just a handheld. So I guess you would get them from maybe like a camping supply store or something. I don't know. Maybe that's more like a military thing. Okay, so we're back at Neely's bar here, which I meant to swing by earlier and forgot. Okay, so there's a couple messages. There was a hole here, it's gone now. And then the other message you only get if you come back here the second time around. You should just die. Not very friendly. There's blood swamp near Camp Blood. I'm afraid it's just a coincidence. Okay, so let's head back north. If I can figure out which direction that is. So again, I don't think we're going to be finishing the game tonight, but we'll go for an hour and a half to 2 hours, and we'll see where we end up. I'd like to get through the next dungeon. Maybe we'll get a glimpse of the one after that, but that will depend on my performance in some of these areas coming up. Okay, so we made our way back to the door into darkness area, right next to the apartments. Now the door's open. We'll keep on trucking. Okay, so we're back on the west side of South Vale. Stuff crawling all over the place around here. That looks like something. Alright. Always down for another health drink. May as well take a peek down Cat Street, see if we've got any more goodies. Okay. One health kit. That's better than no health kit. Alright, continuing on up, what is this, Munson? Basically, we're heading back to the park now. That letter we got, and maybe the one back in the director's office in the hospital points us to the park. We should be just about there now. Yeah, there's the gap in the road. You know what? I don't even feel like fighting you. Let's take stock of our situation here. Oop, nope, don't use that. Okay, so I believe there is a statue we're looking for here. Should be right around here somewhere. Ah, here we go. Dig boy. Yeah, we gotta get those Trinitrons modded up correctly with component. That's true. I promised I'd do it before, well, promised I'd do it before the end of the summer. That's gone, so we'll shoot for the end of the year. Well, good thing we brought this. Got ourselves a new key. And we're ready to move along. assuming we can find our way out of this this somewhat labyrinthine park. Okay, so I think I'm heading toward the waterfront right now. Was hoping I'd find maybe some items lying around. Eh. Honestly, we're pretty good on healing and ammo. So we probably don't need to scavenge. Running down dark road. Okay, we're coming up on the Texon station, whatever it is. I think this is that car I pulled the pipe out of earlier. Yep. Probably not a whole lot going on back here. Yeah, let's keep heading west. Oh, there's a lot of nurses here now. Having a real nurse party back there. Okay, let's make sure we're still on track. Yep. Alright. We're going to keep on keeping on. A lot of legwork in this section of the game. We're basically backtracking through the early sections to return to this place we passed earlier. So they definitely get their mileage out of South Vale. Okay. Whoop. Let's just go around you. And duck inside. Okay, so we've made it to the Historical Society. Let's see what we've got going on. Got a save point going on. I think there's some stuff you can look at on the walls in this area. So you get a little flavor on the history of Silent Hill in this building, obviously. Remains of the Judgment. Hey, we've seen that guy. Wonder if we'll be seeing more of him. Ah, okay. So that is that's one of the 4 items you need to trigger the rebirth ending I think I picked up the first one back in the apartments, and I did it so quickly I didn't even notice, but... Um, Brookhaven Hospital, so that would have been... Yep. Deep, deep hole. Well, this looks normal. We'll just, well, no. We'll just jog down this set of stairs, see where they lead. Just the longest set of stairs ever made. They're really, really long. Yeah, you said it, James. Alright, so now I believe we have entered the prison area. Which, for my money, is probably one of the creepiest parts of the game. A lot of audio jump scares, a lot of wandering around, kind of aimlessly. Especially before you pick up a map. This section of the game is quite rough if you miss the map, and it is very easy to miss the map for this area. No, thanks for dropping in, David. Hopefully we'll see a little more of you later. Yeah, so this prison is bad news. Not that any of the other places in this game are really good news, but, you know. Okay, so this should be a prime. I actually would like to get this as a screenshot if I can. Let me grab a screen real quick. Okay, that might be a good stream image later. Seems safe. Okay, well, we jumped down a big square hole, and now we're in a big round hole, so great. Oh. So, normally in this area, you're supposed to search this wall in a circle for some time until you eventually find this one spot that's different. I guess if you just turn around from where you start and then examine that spot, I guess that's the spot that's different, and then you can equip your melee weapon and give it a couple good whacks. That's the quickest I've ever gotten out of this room. I'll take it. So these sewer levels in this game are thankfully very brief. At least compared to the first Silent Hill. Oh, I remember this room. Whoops. Well, that's inconvenient. So our chest pocket light went out. Well, now we've got a battery in it, but unfortunately this room is full of bugs, so we need to quickly escape. And the problem is we're locked in here, and we don't know the code, so we've just got to guess. Okay. That's not it. Nope. Nope. We are taking a little bit of damage, but nothing too heinous. All right. It's going to be the last one I try, isn't it? Of course. Yeah, that room sucks. Good, more good screenshot ops. Hang on. Okay. Well, we jumped down one hole. What's one more? I love the perspective on this weird hallway you're jumping down into. Yeah, so we're probably about a quarter mile under the surface of the Earth at this point.
Killing a person ain't no big deal. Just put the gun to their head. Pow. You killed him? But it wasn't my fault. He made me do it.
Calm down, Eddie. Tell me what happened.
That guy, he had it coming. I didn't do anything. He just came after me. Besides, he was making fun of me with his eyes, like that other one.
Just for that, you killed him?
What do you mean, just for that?
Eddie, you can't just kill someone because of the way they looked at you.
Oh yeah? Why not? Till now I always let people walk all over me. Just like that stupid dog. He had it coming too.
Eddie?
I was just joking, James. He was dead when I got here, honest. Anyway, I gotta run.
You're going out there alone?
Yeah.
Eddie?
Yeah, Eddie's having a great time. Which is the problem. All right, let's keep on going. Yep. Yeah, Eddie's been busy in his little horror cafeteria here. Okay, got ourselves a nice juicy key item. Anything else? Okay, so I believe the map is somewhere in here. Yeah, right here. Right here. And if you miss this thing and start wandering around, it is so easy to get lost. This place has identical corridors on both sides of these cell blocks, and it's just a real nightmare. So make sure you grab the map. Take it from me. Alright, now that we have the map, let's start attempting to open some doors. Okay, that door is locked. We will open it eventually. Looks like an item on the other side, but we're stuck over here. For now, anyway. Okay, so that would have been this room. No doubt that will come in handy in a puzzle shortly. Bathrooms. Something about bathrooms in these Silent Hill games. They love to jump scare you with audio stuff. Yeah. The other bathroom. The men's, clearly. Good old prison toilet save. Wow, that's quite a door. Okay, so ultimately, this will be our exit from this section of this level, but we can't open the door yet. We'll have to come back. I think most of these doors are busted. So a little door over here. Toluca Lake. So this goes over the local story about a riverboat, I guess, that's sunk. And basically saying a lot of people have died in this lake, so... Good to know. Aaron says, imagine your bathroom in a Silent Hill game. Yeah, I'd say most of these are bigger than mine. Ah, the hunting rifle. Great. So just like the first game, you get your handgun, you get your shotgun, and eventually you get a nice hunting rifle for dealing with boss fights. I think we've already been collecting ammo for it for some time. What are you looking at, James? Oh, nice. Yeah, I'll take that. Alright, we'll head back the way we came. Okay, so that's one end of this northern cell block. We can't get into that hallway from this end, but if we come around from the other side, might have better luck. Come on, James, pull that trigger. I'm swimming in health drinks, so no problem there. I believe most of these doors are locked, or okay. Except for that one. So we've got 2 tablets. I believe we're going to need a third. All right. Let's continue heading south here. Okay, so I believe that is the main hallway that will lead us to kind of this large open area. this is the cafeteria we were already in. That's locked. These cell blocks are noisy and full of monsters. See if I can avoid the worst of it. So I believe most of these are locked. As usual, most doors are locked. There we go. Some weird thing wandering around on the top floor of this area. Just kind of mumbles and makes noise, so... Won't worry about him too much. Sounds like we've reached the inundated portion of the level. Now that was worth a few rifle shells. Okay, let's continue heading north. And we'll check the northern cell block. Some lovely art. What else we got? So we have an artist prisoner, I guess, here. Got another mumbly guy hanging out on the top. Triggering my radio. Okay, we've got the third tablet now. Uh-oh. I like how they trap you in that room briefly, and you have to try to open it a few times before they let you out. Actually, I didn't need to come into this hallway, so let's go back the way we came. It definitely sounds like that guy is saying ritual, but it's slowed down. Okay, finally time to explore this giant room you've all been waiting for, I'm sure. This is one of the creepiest rooms in the entire game. Just sounds like horses galloping around. There aren't any in the room, but just that one audio cue is incredibly effective. Good Foley work. All right. Well, that can only mean good things happen. Okay, so we're up the hangman's noose. And of course, the fun thing you can do is walk backwards off of it. Make James fall over. Always a good time. Okay, we've got our horseshoe. Let's get the heck out of this part of the prison. Now we get to do another combining puzzle. I feel like the combine doesn't get used that much in this game, but they usually make it pretty obvious because they put all the combine items right next to each other. What? Oh, am I not standing in the right place? Let me try that again. Okay. One more time. There we go. And we've got a makeshift handle. Oh, good. Now we're in the prison basement. The only better place to be in a prison. One of the best lines in the game. In the hole. I didn't see that. Some nice flavor text from James here. Yeah, James is pretty much ready to just jump down a hole. You're not wrong. Pretty much down for whatever. Into this hole? Yeah, James, head of the hole. Do I have to? Another screenshot. Okay, sorry to make you listen to that noise any longer than necessary. Yeah, you know there's got to be something good down all these holes. Okay, well. Really done it this time, James. Oh yeah, that controller is a rumbling. How low can you go? The James Sunderland story. Unfortunately, this elevator ride does not come with a fun quiz. Okay, finally. All right, welcome to the elevator. I thought that was going to say something else. Well, we're in kind of a new area. Sort of an extension of the prison, but very much its own place, too. All right. So we are now in the labyrinth, which is an interesting area that gets drawn onto this map as you go through it. Unlike pretty much every other area. James finally decides to just draw it out. Okay, so I think we want to head to the north exit first. If I remember right. There's mostly a bunch of scrub enemies in here, but there are a few that can kind of mess you up, so you want to be careful. Got these mandarins hanging around like they were earlier. And it says stream quality is good tonight. Always satisfying to hear. Oh yeah, so definitely worth coming in here. So now we have Pyramid Head's weapon. Probably wouldn't recommend using it against, or attempting to use it against Pyramid Head, because it's really, really slow. But I might bust it out later. Okay, that's just Pyramid Head. So we'll want to go the other way. Yeah, so there are a few Pyramid Heads just kind of hanging out here. Gotta watch out for those guys. He's not the only one either. I think this is the same. Yeah, that's the same area. We don't need to go back down there. Honestly, I personally feel like this is one of the more boring parts of the game because it's just a bunch of very bland-looking corridors. Okay, so this is one of the more interesting puzzles of in the game. This area is not interesting, but at least this puzzle is kind of neat. So we're trying to get through. We're trying to get through this big room. There's a door on the other side that's being blocked, and essentially what we need to do is rotate the room so that these doors kind of line up with each other. And it's really hard to it's really hard to see in here, but if you can kind of figure out which doors line up, you can make it a little easier on yourself. It's really hard to tell. I mean, to be honest, you can kind of just shuffle the room around a bit randomly and then come back in here and try. All right. Let's try that. Okay, so that's completely sealed up. That's not it. Hey, I solved it. By fumbling my way around. Oh, hey.
You're alive! Maria, I thought that thing killed you. Are you hurt bad?
Not at all, silly.
Maria? That thing, it stabbed you. There was blood everywhere.
Stabbed me? What do you mean?
It chased us to the elevator, and then
James, what are you talking about?
just before. Don't you remember?
James, honey, Did something happen to you? After we got separated in that long hallway? Are you confusing me with someone else? You were always so forgetful. Remember that time in the hotel?
Maria?
You said you took everything, but you forgot that videotape we made. I wonder if it's still there.
How do you know about that? Aren't you Maria?
I'm not your Mary.
So, you're Maria?
I am. If you want me to be.
All I want from you is an answer.
It doesn't matter who I am. I'm here for you, James. See? I'm real. Don't you want to touch me?
I don't know.
Come and get me. I can't do anything through these bars.
Okay. Stay right there. I'll be there soon.
Wow, she really took impalement by the great knife like a champ. So Maria mysteriously still alive. Against all reason. Alright, we got ourselves a wire cutter. I believe we know where to use that. Wires cut. Actually, you know, before we head down here, we've made a bit of progress in the labyrinth, and I would hate to lose that to a silly mistake, so let's save. Okay, feeling better now. Let's head back on down. Pick our way through this half-flooded labyrinth of samey-looking corridors and a bunch of scrub enemies that I'm kind of getting over fighting, if I'm being honest. One thing I'll say about Silent Hill 2, probably could have used just a little bit more enemy variety. Yeah, to be honest, when I first played this game, I wasn't big on it. I felt like it was a little more subdued than the first game, and I kind of still feel that way, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. I will say the pacing in some areas is a little off. Up and down. Yeah, Aaron says this feels a bit more dungeony, which I will 100% agree with. I mean, there's definitely some, you know, you can say that the first game has its quote-unquote dungeons as well. But I feel like these are just... Give me just a second while I reload. Yeah, this game's dungeons, or I don't know if it's just they're more oppressive or what, but they definitely feel longer. Especially this section. Okay, so we've got a newspaper article. The body of a man later identified as Thomas Orozco, lumberjack, age 39, was discovered in the something or other, lying face down. Multiple stab wounds to the front of the neck by a sharp-edged weapon. Police are considering this a homicide and have opened a murder investigation. Mr. Orozco had a history of drunkenness and violence. And the lady we met a bit earlier, Angela, her last name also Orozco, so you might be able to suss out where they're going with this.
Daddy, please don't.
So here we have the abstract daddy boss, which, you know, they pretty much just spell it out for you here. What you're fighting. Just in case it wasn't obvious. Oh, what the heck? Let's pull out our new hunting rifle and put it to good use. What are we looking at for rifle shells? 72. I feel pretty good about that. What a chump.
Are you okay? Angela, relax.
Don't order me around!
I'm not trying to order you.
So what do you want then? Oh, I see. You're trying to be nice to me, right? I know what you're up to. It's always the same. You're only after one thing.
No, that's not true at all.
You don't have to lie. Go ahead and say it. Or you could just force me. Beat me up like he always did. You only care about yourself anyway. You disgusting pig.
Angela.
Don't touch me! You make me sick. You said your wife Mary was dead, right?
Yes. She was ill.
Liar! I know about you. You didn't want her around anymore. You probably found someone else.
That's ridiculous. I never.
Yeah. Angela has a dark past. And probably a dark future. All right, well, we've dealt with that. Let's head back to our save point here. Okay, looking at about hour and 15. We'll go on a little bit longer here. May not hit 2 hours this time, but we'll pause at a good point. Trying to make these natural breaks between the major chapters of the game. Okay, so we have our next puzzle here. A bunch of lovely hanging people. Oop, okay. This man was hung for the crime of kidnapping. Thievery. Swindling. Okay, so each of these hanged people is associated with a particular crime. This is what kind of why I say this is an extension of the prison, because the theming is certainly still the same. All right, so we've got 6 nooses in here. This is pretty much the same room as the other. Let's check out the note. Only the sinless one can help you here. Mistakenly pull on a criminal's rope, and your reward will be returned to you in a shape most wondrously strange. So we have to find the innocent man. Got a nice little poem. Dead men, swinging in a tree. So basically, this poem is describing the crimes of the 6 individuals that are hanged in the other room. So we have, the first one killed the butcher man. That would be a murderer. Okay, we've got a I don't know what you call this, a human trafficker, I guess, kidnapper. All right, this is obviously a thief, a counterfeiter. Yep, okay. And then, so this line is kind of the key to this riddle. The sheriff, with no place to turn, did spy a stranger to his town, locked him up and beat him down. So the person that was arrested for arson was just some random guy that the sheriff found, some stranger. So based on this, we can probably assume that he's innocent. Okay, so let's find the arsonist. Counterfeiting. Arson. Okay. So the arsonist is standing here, so that's the rope we want to pull on. Let's head back. We will pull on the rope in this corner here. Once again, really good Foley work in this game. Just, I can really believe somebody was pulling on a rope. On a noose, even. Okay, looks like we've got our reward. The Key of the Persecuted. Fantastic. So hopefully that will open a door further ahead. Let's use our key to the cuffs. Okay, back down in the sewers again. Let's reload some of our weapons. Top off our health.
Maria? Maria?
Maria, no.
What happened to you? Why? Why?
And Maria's she's developing an addiction to getting killed over and over again. And try to go back in. Just have to leave her here like this. Yeah. I mean, unless you're going to drag her all the way back to wherever. Alright. Arrived at a interestingly grassy area in this weird underground labyrinth. But we do have some tombstones. Catacomb. Quite a few tombstones here. This one. Ah, Walter Sullivan. He was the murderer that was in the quiz show game. Eddie. Angela. Gee, wonder who's on the last tombstone. I like how that time you don't even get a, there's no fanfare, no cutscene, he just jumps in the hole. Ooh, getting some nice mist effects here. Must be awfully cold down here.
Eddie, what are you doing?
What does it look like? He always busted my balls. You fat, disgusting piece of shit. You make me sick. Fat ass, you're nothing but a waste of skin. You're so ugly, even your mama don't love you. Well, maybe he was right. Maybe I am nothing but a fat, disgusting piece of shit. But you know what? It doesn't matter if you're smart, dumb, ugly, pretty. It's all the same once you're dead. And the corpse can't laugh. From now on, if anyone makes fun of me, I'll kill him. Just like that.
Eddie, have you gone nuts? I knew it.
You too. You're just like him, James.
Hey, I didn't mean anything.
Don't bother. I understand. You've been laughing at me all along, haven't you? Ever since we first met. I'll kill you, James.
Well, seems like old Eddie's gone off the deep end. If you didn't see this coming, I don't know what to tell you, but seems like a good opportunity to bust out our new weapon. Or to get shot in the head, one or the other. Ho-ho! Big hits, big hits. Nice. This thing is so heavy. Okay. All right. At the risk of being cheesy, I think I'll stick to guns for the next bit.
Do you know what it does to you, James? When you're hated, picked on, spit on, just because of the way you look, after you've been laughed at your whole friggin' life. That's why I ran away after I killed the dog. Ran away like a scared little girl. Yeah, I killed that dog. It was fun. It tried to chew its own guts out. Finally died all curled up in a ball. Then he came after me. I shot him too, right in the leg. He cried more than the dog. He's gonna have a hard time playing football on what's left of that knee.
You think it's okay to kill people? You need help, Eddie.
Don't get all holy on me, James. This town called you too. You and me are the same. We're not like other people. Don't you know that? Let's party!
Ouch. Alright, let's heal quickly. And what the heck, let's see if we can go in for the kill here. Come on, Eddie. Come here. I've got something for you. This thing is so ridiculous. Alright, well, if it's going to be like that, then I guess I'll just shoot you. I love that yell.
Eddie? Eddie? I killed a human being. A human being. Mary. Did you really die 3 years ago?
Well, so much for Eddie. He decided to go down a different path. I guess Silent Hill just does that to some people. Alright, well, we're out of the labyrinth, out of the prison, back into foggy Silent Hill. And I think that might be a good place to wrap up the stream. This splits pretty neatly between this section and the next section. So, yeah, I think we'll call it here. But again, thanks for joining me on another Silent Hill stream. I hope to finish the game up very soon, ideally within the next week or so. Might finish this weekend. Not 100% sure about my schedule, but I will try to give some additional notice when I'm streaming, so that folks can tune in if you want. But anyway, we're gonna get this game done. We're gonna get James to the hotel across the lake, and we're gonna find out what's going on with Mary, Maria, Silent Hill, all that good stuff. At least I think we will find out. Either way, thanks again for watching, and we'll see you next time.